Hello fellow builders, Crystal Run County welcomes you back to another video. In the last video, the town of Bir Darul Run built a highway interchange to give themselves direct access to the highway and all it offers. The town also collaborated with their neighbor, Crystal Rapids, to build a state-of-the-art train line connecting the two towns, as well as a bit of cultural exchange when their top architect aided in the design of Crystal Rapids campus. We also have a new grand commercial center with the construction of the Jesse Slaughter Cotton Exchange. Mr. Jesse Slaughter is a well-known merchant from the West Coast who visited Crystal Rapids several years ago and thought this small town had some real potential and vowed to return to build an elegant shopping center where merchants from all around the region could come display and sell their goods. The recent collaboration between Bir Darul Run and Crystal Rapids has sparked a few ideas. The first, partnering with Crystal Rapids in forming a county, and the second, building a luxury ski resort to attract tourists from around the region. While negotiations around the notion of forming a county take place, Bir Darul Run has surveyed the mountain and found it's highly suitable for an ore industry, as well as a great opportunity to bring tourist money into the town through a ski and hiking resort. So I have a few assets out already. I have the service station from the Japanese Creator Pack and the forestry maintenance building. I also have the forestry barracks that I'm just going to put on the top of the mountain for now, just as a reminder to place something up here. I'd like to have some kind of place that skiers could go and get something to eat, get warm, and have some really nice views of the whole entire area from the summit. Kind of reminds me of a place like Killington or Okemo in the United States. And how I'm going to set the ski resort up, we'll have probably 4 ski lifts, a bunny slope area, a terrain area, a half pipe area. In the center, more difficult slopes like black diamond, double black diamond, maybe some blue squares. Kind of on the outside, we'll have some of the blues and the greens that just kind of run along the sides of the mountain. And as we get closer to the base of the mountain, the trails will get easier. I'm also going to use the information booth, I think it is from the city park, to represent the spot where you get on the chairlift. Like I mentioned, we have the cable car. That'll be our gondola, and that'll run up the entire part of the mountain. And we'll also add a lake in the back with some waterfalls and a nice water feature. At the base of the mountain and towards the tile edge, we'll have a really nice rental spot where you can maybe rent out a room in a hotel, or you can rent out like a little small cabin, small house. And we'll have a ski lift right in that area so people can get right out their door and go right on the slope. We'll be using high density European and European suburbia, the same style the town's already using. And here I'm using the dirt path to represent the trail runs, just to give myself an idea of where everything's going to be. On this mountain we'll also have hiking trails using the Natural Reserve Park path to give folks something to do during the off season, which it currently is right now. Obviously there's no snow. So during the warm months of the season, we'll have really nice hiking, and then during the colder months we'll blow snow and hopefully get some natural snow as well and have beautiful skiing and snowboarding. Now I'm using the trains tools to start shaping the runs, and then I'm going to use trees to help define the runs. And I wanted to fast forward a little bit. It's a bunch of tree planting. Just kind of show you what it looks like after a good chunk of trees are already planted. I still have the dirt paths in here. We'll probably get rid of most of those. And what I want to do from this point on is go ahead and start our water feature. Make a big hole. I want a nice lake back here with maybe 3 or 4 freshwater outlets. And the water is going to flow out in 2 directions and go down both sides of the mountain. And I'd say we're probably about a quarter to a third done with this build. The entire build took maybe 2 streams, I want to say. So probably 4 hours or so. And this is one of those things where I wish we had more tiles on console, because I love to do this on the scale of probably 2 or 3 times the size. And build something like Okemo or Killington where they have 100 plus trails. And the mountain's done. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. I ended up using the hotel from the Japanese Creator Pack, the community pool, a tennis court, a couple Park Life DLC stuff to create a nice area on the summit of the mountain in front of the lake. There's some really beautiful views from up here. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. I really love the covered bridge that you get with the dirt road crossing our stream. That looks great. We have the cable car bringing folks up here. There's trails all around. I got a few assets in the water, like the marina and the jet ski. There's a little campground tucked off on the other side of the lake. There's some hiking trails going through the trees. I used all kinds of different bridges: Natural Reserve, Zoo, European and American from the Content Creator Pack, the wood bridge from the dirt path. There's hiking trails all along the river and in the woods. The main building for the ski resort. It's got some parking from the local and organic produce. I do have plans to place one of the hotels from the airport's DLC. Once we open that up, we'll go right where that little lake is. The cable car serves as our gondola right up the center of the mountain. On the right of that, we have a half pipe. On the left of that, we have the terrain park with a couple jumps. The trails are steeper towards the center of the mountain, just like it would be in most ski resorts, and they get less difficult as you get farther out, as well as towards the base. There's a magnificent mix of European high density and European suburbia on the base of the mountain, serving as a place where tourists can come rent a place to stay and be right on the side of the mountain. There's a ski lift right in the middle that takes them about halfway up the mountain, and from that ski lift you can ski or snowboard to any part of the mountain. There's a handful of Park Life DLC type assets in here, a couple small campgrounds. The survey team revealed a rich ore deposit on the opposite side of the mountain. Bir Darul Run is working on a tax incentive proposal to bring in a mining and metal manufacturing company to help bring high quality jobs to the town. Bringing in this industry is going to require an examination of our current power production and another potential collaboration with Crystal Rapids in attracting a larger utility to serve the growing needs of both towns. We'll have to see how things turn out in the next episode. But until then, I wish you the best and brightest cities you can build, and as always, happy building.